Hamilton leads the championship 30 points ahead of Max Verstappen, 34 points ahead of his teammate Valtteri Bottas. So he has more than a race wins advantage, but can he secure another pole position and another win in the Grand Prix tomorrow afternoon? We'll find out in the next minute and 15 seconds, really, because Hamilton is just starting his flying lap and Bottas is starting his as well. Coming down into turn one, the Finn swings into the right-hander, then it weaves left and then through the long right-hander of turn three, out onto the little stretch that takes him towards a tight right-hander of turn four, and Bottas's first sector not particularly great. It's not terrible, but it's almost a tenth down on what he managed on his first run. Still up on Hamilton.
And Carlos, again, I think what you did last time with the windy conditions is good. Just keep your inputs nice and calm.
Slower than Bottas once again. So still advantage Bottas through the first third of the lap. Now we're into the middle part, in towards turn 9, absolutely flat out over the brow of the hill. And we'll get a middle sector split for Bottas. It looks quite quick. It's the fastest of qualifying so far. Bottas looking really quick on this lap. It was the final sector, though, where he lost out to Hamilton previously on their first run, so that's where he needs to find the time this time. Hamilton is not looking good in the first two sectors again. He managed to pull a big final third of the lap out last time, but he's going to struggle to do it this time. Bottas a little bit slow through turns 14 and 15. Is he going to improve here? He's not. Hamilton has pole position for the Spanish Grand Prix. Just when it looked as though Bottas was pulling it out of the bag, Hamilton comes around the final corner. He's not going to improve on his second run either. A 1 minute 16.0, half a second away. So neither Mercedes improve, but they do enough surely to lock out the front row. Here comes Lance Stroll in the racing point. He goes fifth, slower than his teammate Sergio Perez. Perez is improving as he tries to get ahead of Max Verstappen. Lando Norris in the McLaren goes 7th quickest. Alex Albon has gone 6th quickest. Gasly goes up into 8th. There's only really Perez and Sainz left to set lap times. Perez goes 4th, so he remains in 4th position behind Verstappen in the Red Bull. Carlos Sainz, the man from Madrid, through the final corner, and he goes 7th ahead of his McLaren teammate Lando Norris. So a little bit of an underwhelming end to that session, really. Hamilton doesn't improve, but takes pole position. Bottas 600 slower. They're 7/10 clear of Verstappen, 2/10 clear of Sergio Perez. Stroll in 5th. Alex Albon in 6th position, 7/10 slower than his teammate Verstappen again. Sainz and Norris 7th and 8th. Leclerc 9th. Gasly 10th. But it's Lewis Hamilton that will start on pole position for tomorrow's Spanish Grand Prix. Not by any means, though, the cleanest of laps from him or Bottas, Jolyon. A real lap.